So I thought I'd do another video on stamp collecting, and I thought, well, I am in the process of sort of sorting some stuff out so that I can do my videos in a different place that isn't here. So I thought, well, what's the easiest thing to do? And despite the fact that I know it's a faux pas to do this, I'm going to just show you the stuff that I've got. Now, this is going to be probably the first videos I'm going to do are the presentation packs that I collect. Now, these are British presentation packs from it's 1937 up to the present day. And I've got a lot of them. And some stuff may be interesting, some stuff might not be very interesting, but this is the collection as it stands. I'm also going to do 2, maybe 3 further videos on stuff going from 1840 up to the present day that didn't make it into presentation packs. So that's basically anything pre-1937, and then the second half of 1930 is basically everything before 1964, apart from 3 different stamps, and then lots of stuff, quite a bit of stuff sort of in between as well, that didn't make it into official presentation packs. So that's how that's going to work. So, and like I say, it is a bit of a faux pas in stamp collecting circles to sort of brazenly show off your collection. And I know that, but the way I've resigned it to myself is that the people that think that don't have to watch this. And I dare say there are people out there that are interested in what other people have got and would like to see it. So despite the faux pas, I mean, what to do is, if you're the sort of person that thinks it is a faux pas to do this, just don't acknowledge it, don't watch it, and, there you are. Problem solved. So, I'm not forcing it on you. So I decided I'll just do it anyway. So we're going to start off with folder number 1. And there are these, I'll just show you. These are these lovely Royal Mail presentation pack folders. Now, I think these are fantastic. Now, I'm obviously not being paid by the Royal Mail to say that. I think these are fantastic for presentation packs, and in fact they're so fantastic it tells you on the front there that that's what they're for. But I have loads of these. I've probably spent far too much money on these, to be honest, because I think I'm up to 18 of them now, and at £26 a go, that's quite a lot of money just for fancy folders. But if you're going to spend the time amassing a collection of something that is effectively going to sit on a shelf, unless you're looking at them, you may as well make them look nice on that shelf. So same with anything. You may as well present them in such a way that makes it worth doing. So for my money, they are a bit overpriced, but they look really good, and everything matches, which I like as well. So let's get to the first one of these, which, according to what I've written on the side here, goes from 1937, the 13th of the 5th, 1937, to the 17th of the 6th, 1970. Obviously, there will be gaps as well. This is basically going to be my collection up to the point where this video is recorded. So that is the 3rd of May, 2017. So hopefully I'm going to start filling in some of these gaps soon, but we'll see. I'll just show the collection as is at the moment. Right, so hopefully this is all coming through in stunning high definition and there's not too much glare. Maybe if there is, I can take it out in the edit, but we'll see. We'll see how we get on. So first off is the contents page, which I've done myself. That doesn't come with it, and that just gives me an idea of what should be in here, even if there's gaps, and it helps me place everything right. So we have the Coronation 1937 and Festival of Britain stamps. Now these are both what are called Post Office Mist, sometimes called private presentation packs. I've done a small video on them previously, so hopefully if you saw that you'll know what these are. And these are the first ones in the folder. Then we have the Shakespeare Festival, which is the first official Royal Mail issued presentation pack, with the William Shakespeare. Now the other three official released ones from 1964 I don't have, because they are far too expensive, especially if you want the Forth Road Bridge one, because that is ridiculous money. Again, another two gaps, and then the next ones I have are both two more Post Office Mist or private packs, and that is Salvation Army Centenary and the Commonwealth Arts Festival. And actually the next two are Post Office Mist as well, and that is the centenary of the Lister's Hospital, Antiseptic Surgery is what it is, and United Nations 20th anniversary. So again, that's 1965. International Telecommunications Union, and then a pictorial issue, which is, I'm not sure what that is. See, I should do my research as well. But all these packs, if you were to take them out and look, they've all got information on the back and things like that. Now, British Birds is another pictorial issue, and this one I got reasonably cheap. But as you can see, the reason I've got it reasonably cheap is because it's the original. The original cellophane is still on this, but at some point in its history, it's been near something hot. So the cellophane has actually shrank and is pressing down on the cardboard sleeve inside. So there is no way I could get that out without breaking the cellophane. So it is deforming the cardboard sleeve, but hopefully it won't deform the stamps. And if I don't subject it to any more heat, it should stay like this. It does make the folder look a bit untidy though, so I might well look for an upgrade at that at some point. But that's something that I will do when I've got these gaps filled. England's World Cup victory 1966. This is another one of these Post Office Mist stamps. Now, they did do one that was for the World Cup, but this stamp has got England winners on it, which is how you know it's the special England winners stamp, and not just the standard one. And then there's some more gaps which I need to get filled. This is my earliest definitive low values one that I have. This again is 66, I think, might be 67, but that's the earliest definitives collection that I have as a presentation pack. So Francis Chichester, this is another private pack. I've gone through them in a previous video. So Christmas 1967 is another private pack. British Bridges, which is this is one that I think I had to. Oh no, this has got the original cellophane on it as well, but this one's in pretty good condition. This hasn't been subjected to any heat or anything like that, so it's still in pretty good condition. This one has had to be repouched. The cellophane on this one was missing when I got it. This is the TUC, I think, conference. Is it already 1968? Oh no, hang on, it can't be. This would be anniversaries, I suspect. 1968, yeah, general anniversaries or something like that, this one's called. Yeah. And then a paintings pack there. Christmas 1968, so the Christmas packs are official from this point on, whereas this one was a POM pack, I think. That was the POM pack, and then the Christmas pack started to become official by 1968 onwards. British ships, which is one I think I won that on an eBay auction for a stupidly low amount of money, and I was very pleased with that when I got it. Concord, which is a good one. This again has the original cellophane on it, and this is in absolutely mint condition. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits to have that. And the Concord ones sometimes, especially in this condition, can go for quite a bit. So I'm again really pleased to have that. High value definitives. This would be 69. That one. Notable anniversaries pack, British cathedrals, the investiture of the Prince of Wales, 1969. So there you go. And just below him there's the Gandhi post office mist pack, which again I've been through before. This is not in mint condition, unfortunately. I've had to re-sleeve it. The Prince of Wales one is, but seems to be missing a portion of the polythene there, and I'm not sure. I don't know if that shows up on camera, but the polythene around it, the sort of wrapping around it, although it does seem to me to be original. It does seem a little short for the cardboard, so I don't know what happened there. Maybe they're all like that. Again, post office technology. This is another one that is in its original wrap, but again has got the same deformations that other one had, and same here with the Christmas '69 one, in its original cellophane, but has deformed because somebody's let it get too hot. Post office British rural architecture. This has been re-sleeved at one point, as has General Anniversary. Oh, has it? Yes, it has. Yeah, that's not the original sleeve for General Anniversaries. Dickens and Wordsworth in the original sleeve. This one is slightly deformed, but not much. This is generally not too bad. But again, it looks like that polythene is slightly short as for the cardboard that it's meant to be covering. So I don't know what that's about. You don't really get to look at these up close very often to be able to compare them unless you are a stamp dealer. So I don't know. And the high value decimals, 1970. This again has been repouched at some point, because originally that would have come in the tight cellophane wrap as well. So yeah, not all of my stuff is in absolute mint condition, but the stamps are. I wouldn't buy these if the stamps had been defaced. For me, the sleeve is less important, and in fact, something like this, it even though it's deformed and it's obviously not in mint condition, it does actually give a bit of history, because you can sort of infer from what it looks like as to what's happened to this pack over the course of a life. Maybe it's been in a drawer, maybe that drawer's been near a radiator or something like that, and over time that cellophane wrapping shrinks and shrinks and shrinks. It is shrink wrapping, basically. It shrinks and shrinks. The same thing that happens to old records if you leave them in the shrink wrap. The edges of the sleeve end up deformed. So there we are. That's folder number 1. So that's gone from 37 to 1970. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully there was some interest there. I am going to at least do a second one of these. If there's any interest, I'll do more. Well, to be perfectly honest, I'll probably do more anyway, even if nobody watches it, because you never know. At some point in the future, there might suddenly be loads of stamp collectors that might find it interesting. And the idea being is that this isn't just relevant to when it goes up. I try and future-proof the videos as much as possible, really, unless they're sort of the cheaper ones where I'm just doing this week's game news or whatever because I've got a bit bored and decided I just want to talk about it. But the idea being is that even if nobody watches these, I'll probably continue to do them till the bitter end, and they'll just stay up here and hopefully maybe they'll get loads of views in 10 years' time when I've completely forgotten about doing them. But yeah, so there you go. That was folder number 1, and again that went from 1937 to 1970. So the next video is going to be folder number 2, and I will... Oh, there's going to be an end card here, and that one is going to be for a previous stamp collecting video. This one here is for a random video from my playlists on various subjects, and there'll be a little subscribe button up here, so, you know, if you like it, don't forget to press that. And I will see you in the next video.